Hey guys, this is Keith and I am about to play a rapid game, 15-12 time limit on chess.com. Let me make sure this is set up here. Oh, there we go, play. Okay. And the idea is, one, for me to try to focus a little bit better. United Kingdom, okay. And two, show some of the typical mistakes that a beginner makes. A lot of the videos I watch, it's, grandmasters or people that are really good. And my brain just froze. Now I just blocked my bishop in, which I was just thinking, don't block your bishop in, don't block your bishop in. And then I went, okay, block your bishop in. I don't even know how that happens. It's so weird. Okay, anyway, try to focus here. Focus on the fundamentals. Develop, develop, develop. Attack the center, protect the king. Don't leave any loose pieces. Well, when I'm trying to learn the openings, what I've found is that after I watch an online tutorial on it, or if some grandmaster teaches it, they show it with the other person playing also perfect moves. And then when I go to play my games against people at my level, no one's making those moves. So then it's very confusing because I'm not exactly sure which moves to make. So let's develop. So anyway, I thought it might be helpful to show some of that and just go through the thought process of a newbie and the mistakes that I make and how I make them. Even like in the beginning, I didn't want to trap my bishop, and I ended up doing that right off the bat, even though I was aware of not doing that. Okay, I'm not so worried about the bishop, because if he takes, then I can take with my queen, so it doesn't double my pawns. Those are protected. Everything else is protected, so I'm just going to go ahead and castle. Anyway, I crack myself up sometimes with the mistakes that I make. I mean, they're so horrible that all I can do is laugh. Okay, I feel like I also don't want to block in my c-pawn, because I'm thinking about pushing my c-pawn to c5. But not quite yet. Keep developing. Maybe next move I'll go c5. Brings his queen out. Okay, so if I push c5 right now and he takes, then I can take, and that is going to attack the queen. What's he thinking about doing with that queen anyway? Coming over here. Also, if I can get my knight out of the way, I can bring my bishop up. What else could I do? I could go h6. But like I said, I'm not really worried about that bishop on g5 yet. I can move my rook over. I think I am gonna go c5. That might hopefully try to help me solve the problem that I created for myself earlier by trapping that bishop. Okay. If I take the queen, does that cause me any problems? Actually, I made that kind of quickly without paying full attention. I should have maybe thought that through a little bit more, but it looked okay. So I could take here on d4. He probably just takes with the queen. And then I could take his knight. That could work. Or I could take the knight, he takes me, and then what? So if I take here on c4, he could also take with the pawn, which is fine. I still take his knight, I think. Let's see. Unless I'm missing something. Plus, I do want to move the knight so I can have a spot for my bishop to come out and connect the rooks. Well, that works too. That is obviously trying to fork my rook and my queen, so I have to take that, and it helps me to develop and connects my rooks. So at this point, it looks like I'm better developed than he is. Okay, that was a weak spot. If I bring my rook over here, I could take this pawn. I could also try to trade rooks. Move my queen over, then give him a back rank issue. I don't think I can do that yet. Okay, so I think the best move I could have my own back rank issue if I don't move this pawn, but right now I think best bet's to move this rook over. Since he hasn't castled yet, I have a good chance of getting these rooks out and down here on these open files. Well, I spoke too soon. See, that's what I'm talking about. I did not even see that. Did not even see that. I got too focused on boy, that would be pretty sneaky if I could just sneak that queen over. That's probably a horrible move, but I'm doing it anyway. Maybe since he's at my level, he'll make some stupid mistake like me. That's not a very good way to play, but I'm on tilt. I'm on tilt after losing all that. Oh, if I go there, he can still move his queen down. And surely if I move my rook over, then he's going to be paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work out. We can hope. Otherwise, it's going to be a train wreck. But I shouldn't give up yet. He can blunder just as easily as I can, so he's up 4 material-wise. Still feel like I would. He should probably just bring his rook down here. Oh, damn it. What to do? See what happens here. I don't really know. Brings this up. Come here. He brings that up. Maybe if I could get the queens off the board, I'd be in better shape. So he can't really move that. No, it would take... He can't really move his bishop, his rook. So that's 5, 6, 7. That's 8. If he moves that, I take the rook. I'll gain back 5 points. How could I make that happen? And I'll just move there for now. That way if he moves the pawn to try to get a discovery on my rook with his queen, I have it protected. Well, he's not going to let me sneak it in there, but I'm thinking maybe I can swing it across here. If we trade queens, it's probably not such a bad... Maybe that helps me get rid of my back rank issue. Anyway, you can see what I'm talking about. Train wreck. I really got myself into a bind. And I was feeling pretty good about the beginning. It's hard to keep track of all the different things. Is that checkmate? If I move my queen to here... Nope. He can come out the side. Damn it. Oof. I thought I might have him sneak into here. He comes out here. Okay. If I take my queen down to D1, he can't take it because my rook's there. He can come here. And then if I put him in check here, he can't come back here. The only thing he can do is bring this, I think. Unless I'm missing something, we're gonna find out. So I think he has to come out to C3 with his king. I move over to C8. He has to bring his queen out to block. and then I take it with my rook. Ooh. It's maybe a good thing I stuck this one out. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Actually, I see his bishop there. So close. So if he comes here with the queen, and I come with the rook, then he could take me with the bishop. I gotta come up with a different plan. He bring his queen there. I can take him with the pawn. Then what? Then bring the rook up? I mean, there's blood in the water. The sharks are circling. I'm starting to feel like I weaseled my way out of the mess I got myself in. A lot of times when that happens, I get to making moves too quick, thinking I have it and not thinking it through, and then I blow it again. So we'll see if I can make this work. I'm pretty certain his only move right now is to bring the queen out to c4. And then the question is what moves I have. I could then take the bishop with my queen. I could take the queen with the pawn. I want to try to make sure I keep him in check so that he doesn't bring this rook into play. There's got to be a checkmate here. Okay, if he moves his queen, and I move my queen there, he moves this to get his rook into play, I move here, yeah, then I think that would do it. Well, I think he knew he was pretty much toast. Okay, well, we gotta win. I think I want to try to play that versus the computer. Let's analyze it real quick. We gotta win. Let's analyze it and see if what I thought would have worked would actually work. Okay, we'll do a quick. Wow, I got lucky. Gotta get lucky sometimes. I guess the lesson here is even if you make your own blunders at this level, if you just stick it out, they're going to make a blunder as well and maybe give you a chance. Okay. So black had 12 excellent moves, 4 good, 1 inaccuracy, 1 mistake, 2 blunders. We were pretty much even. He had 11 excellent, 2 good, 4 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, and then 2 blunders, 1 forced. So that was pretty close. His blunder was worse than mine. Okay, let's move through quickly. This is where immediately I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to trap my bishop back here, but I did it anyway. Okay, so far we're doing okay. Okay, that's where we made our first mistake and just handed him the bishop. Right? Yeah. And he takes our bishop. And then Queen h6 blunder. The best move was rook takes c3. Okay, and then he would have went back like that. But we didn't do that. Rook takes c3. I never would have even considered that. No, I did consider that, didn't I? Yeah, I actually did consider rook takes c3. And then I tried for the gamble. I tried for the Hail Mary, which ended up working out. Okay, that was a blunder by him, then a blunder by him. I mean, there's our blunders all came in one fell swoop here. Okay, that was it. That was his big one that pretty much ended it. Mate in 3. 1. Okay, now let's see. Let's play the computer. What was it that I was trying to do? Let's see if we can do this. Okay, he came in, the computer comes there. And I think, what was I saying? Take the bishop. And then take, if I take there, he can take me with the bishop. If I take the bishop, then I can come take the queen, or I move the pawn. I think it was this. Yeah, and then here. Oh, jeez. And then here. There we go. Those always scare me. So it looks like we would have gotten that win. Okay, there you go. That was the nice train wreck. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we learned something, and I'm hoping I can do these videos and it'll make me pay closer attention, and then I can start improving instead of just willy-nilly playing and not paying attention. So hopefully that helps. We'll review the games and we can see what it's like when beginners play each other. It's a clown show. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time.